Hi, welcome to my next process video. This time I've used clear gesso on some white cardstock. This is the photo I'm going to use. So I'm just going to put some watercolour blue colour on the background just to kind of match in with the tops of the mosques and the domed buildings that you can see on the photo earlier. You can see two areas there where I missed with the white, with the clear gesso, sorry, which is a bit of a shame. In hindsight, I could have actually used a white gesso on the paper because it's white, but I used my clear, which I do really like. It's a Finnabair product. So I'm just using lots of different colours of blue just to add a bit of a wish-washy background. I always think these look a mess when I'm doing it, and I'm like, oh my god. So I had a bit of an issue with my camera at this point, which I didn't realise. So I've used the cut file that we got in the kit, and I've created a smaller version, and then I've just used it as a stencil and sprayed some Mr. Huey's mist through it. So as you can see, my camera kept zooming in. So now I'm using some modelling paste with some of the pinky coloured Mr. Huey that came with the Messy Bundles add-on this month. So I'm just trying to create an even colour, and then using the same stencil just to add a bit of texture to my page. So I like doing this. The only problem is the stencils aren't really very useful after you've done it a couple of times, so but it's quite a cheap way of getting different types of stencils if you want to just cut them out on your silhouette and card. So I just use colours of cardstock that I wouldn't normally use. So that's it drying. I added a few splatters of mist off camera. So I'm just inking the edges, and then I'm not sure if I stick it straight down onto a piece of patterned paper now. Here we are. So you can see the large kind of marbled effect background paper that I'm going to use. So my paper has wrinkled a little bit, so I'm putting plenty of sticky tape on it to make sure it's stuck down straight and firm. So we all have problems sticking it at the right place. So here we go. And that's the photo I'm going to use, which is of me and my partner when we were in Uzbekistan. It's at the Registan square. So that piece that I'm cutting a strip off there is from the 6x6 paper pad. It's just one of the strips at the top, and then the others are just strips cut from different patterned papers that were in the kit and the add-on. Now I'm using some fringe scissors that I actually got at the Light Forever retreat. We had a charity table, and these were actually from Nicola, and she'd put them on the table because she didn't get on with them. And what we did was we took whatever we wanted and we gave a donation to charity. I think we raised about £80 in the end, so that was good. So I'm just inking all the edges of the strips of paper with some black ink, just to give them a bit of definition against the busy background. I've no idea where the inspiration for this layout came from. It just kind of popped into my head, and I'm really pleased with how it actually turns out. It did take a lot of messing about with waiting for things to dry, and I've no idea what I've done with my heat tool. I might need to find that. So I'm just making kind of a fishtail kind of stripped to lay lots of different strips up together. Though I did make a bit of a mess of the first one, so I had to redo it. So like I say, I just fiddle around with lots of different strips of paper trying to get them to the right place, because it's kind of getting a balance between covering up some of the pattern that you've put on the background, but having some of it on show as well. So I like to try and get a good mix. Oh, fiddling with my iPad there. Can't remember what I was watching, something obviously. I thought I would have edited that bit out, to be honest, but obviously not. So I'm just putting lots of strips of paper together at the back just to create a background for my photo to sit on. So I think all these papers are actually from the Maggie Holmes Gather collection by Create Paper. So this was one of the predominant collections in the Like Forever Harmony kit that I got this month as the guest designer, and the other one was the Pink Fresh Studios Indigo Hills collection, which I haven't actually used that much of. So I'm just adding a bit of the pink foil washi tape, but I decided I really don't like it. It's too bold in view of what I'd got there. So I'm just looking for some embellishment just to kind of create some more like layers behind the photo. So I just picked out a small label and I'm kind of cheating. So I've inked it, I've cut it in half, and then I'm just going to put it either side of where the photo is going to be, so it looks like it's a long label, but it isn't actually. So I'm just adding a few more bits of mist in the pinky colour. So I'd added some of the greeny colour, which is amusingly called Doris, which one of the other Like Forever kit subscribers, Laura, who does the sketches, absolutely loves. She loves the fact that it's called Doris. So I've just added some of the pink colour and some of the blue just to add a bit more craziness to the background. So here I've stuck on the photo with foam dots and I'm just looking for some more embellishment to go on it. So I've pulled out this chipboard rose, but it doesn't really stand out enough. I absolutely love these kind of autumnal looking leaves. So I do stick that one down first. Oh, I'm just looking to make sure I spell the name of the place correctly. But I do actually end up changing the leaves and moving them around, and you'll see me faffing about for ages with them. So originally I did think of calling it #selfie, but I didn't like the green coloured hashtag that was in the kit. It just didn't stand out enough. So I decided to call it just the name of the place, so just Registan Square. So this is a main place to visit when in Uzbekistan, and it was actually the place where they had the funeral for the president, which happened the day we got there. So that was quite interesting. So I pulled out the Maggie Holmes Alpha, and I do put down square, but you'll see shortly that I actually decided I don't like it. From a distance it doesn't actually look too bad. Now I can see it on the video, but I didn't like it in real life. It didn't read properly, if that makes sense. It was I really struggle with some of the scripty fonts when I'm putting them down, and because I wanted this quite close under the title, I just didn't like how it looked. So you can tell there it says square, but I couldn't really tell when I'd put it down that that's what it said. So I put them away and I pick up the kind of gold font mini alpha that's on the sticker sheet that I used previously in another layout for my guest designer role, and I much prefer this one, to be honest. It's nice and bold and you can tell what it says. So I think here's when I start fiddling about with the leaves, yeah. So you'll see I move it around loads, I pull off bits of foam, I try and put it anywhere, and then I realise that the font, the wording on the one that I've already stuck down is kind of upside down and the wrong way, so I actually pull it off now and put the other one in place, and that one doesn't end up on the layout because I just can't figure out where to put it. So that just says little moments. I've been trying to use that on a few different layouts, but it's not made it, so I was pleased it made it onto this one. So I decided to just add a little bit of more gold, so I just took a gold glitter arrow behind the photo just to add a bit more dimension. And then we're not far off done. I think I just add a few words to the top of the photo and you get to see my head, which is a bit of a shame. Here we go. So oh no, I'm looking for some more stickers. This is where I put some hearts on. So I've kind of decided on all my layouts for Uzbekistan there's going to be hearts somewhere, because a lot of it's going to be the Shimel Go Now Go collection, and there are some really nice puffy heart stickers in that collection, and then also these lovely ones and some chipboard Indigo Hills ones from the Pink Fresh Studio collection. So I'm trying to decide where to put some writing and what to actually write, because I don't want to write too much and I don't want it to detract from all the craziness going on in the background. So I simply write on top of the photo, our first glimpse ... and then the little word sticker says hello, and then it says Registan Square. So I'm really pleased with how this turned out. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll be back soon with another process video for you.